I have to, hold on, let me record this. Whoops. Crap. This is going badly. Alright, I have to apologize. I owe everybody an apology. I did not check the stream after I logged off. I did not check to see that I got 2 likes on my last stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it on the fly. I cannot find for the life of me my... Let me just update it. I'm just going to do this real quick, because I forgot. I apologize to everybody who liked, because I was not paying attention, and, like, I cannot find my bottle building kit at all. I have, like, files, and I've got everything. So what we're going to use instead is this honker of some nibs, and a box cutter. And I have a bunch of razor blades for like gaskets and stuff. So we're gonna do that because I completely messed up. I did not see that. I thought we had 0 likes hall stream. So we're gonna. I am a complete novice when it comes to all things model building, like everything. Pora Hemplo, for example. I use Rust-Oleum for my models because I am a nincompoop and an idiot. So here is my... Here's my Intercessor Squad Ultramarine. And... Or not Ultramarine. Yeah, Intercessor Squad. My Terminator Squad Ultramarine. I mean, you can see his hand is blue, but that's pretty much it. And then I've got some dabs of super glue on the bottom. So let me try and open my Logitech camera real quick. So that... Oh, Jesus, that's blue. So I'm gonna start my Tyranids today, and I'm gonna leave this up so everybody can watch it who liked the video. I really appreciate it. I just forgot. I didn't redo my I didn't refresh the page, and it just didn't show any likes. So I was like, oh, okay. So I'll get off. But let me do this really quick. All right, so let's start off with the Psychophage. That's the number 1. So we need to cut, we need none of these, none of these. He's on the big base, right? I think he is. Yep, he's on the big base. So we'll start with this. And then we'll start by grabbing, he is, this is it right here, I think. So he's here. All right, A1A. So I absolutely, these are honker clippers. Like, these are husky clippers I used to cut, like, actual, like, wire and stuff. So we're going to see how those work on, and then I've cut this. So this is going to be really bad, probably. So start off with 1, 2, and 3 on this one. All right. Okay, there's the flat side. So we start with 1, 2, and 3. I have little small nibs I got from the hobby shop, but I did not get. I don't know where they are. I looked everywhere and I cannot find them at all. They're just like somewhere in all my stuff, and these teeth are so misaligned, but it's gonna have to do. Also, so I was saying, you know, the hobby side of it, like the actual like miniature building and stuff. I've never done that because I am a complete idiot. I got into it recently, and it's been like an uphill battle for me because it's just like I'd never have time to go to the game store. Okay, this is gonna be hard. I might have to just cut this with the... We're just gonna cut it with the knife. Let's see how that works. I already weakened it a little bit. There we go. Okay. Should be almost free. My Tyranid swarm grows. Alright, this side. Let's do it from this side. Cut this guy free. And start kind of... Oh, I got one more I gotta do. Crap. This is gonna be so scuffed. This guy's gonna be so scuffed when I get him done. Oh god. Oh, and it's just broken off. Okay. Let's just say that's done. Whoops. Oh, Lord. That's not what I wanted. Can you not do that? Thank you. So we're just going to try and clean up these sprue marks with a razor blade and see how that goes. Because can't really see much. It's a sprue mark. So we're going to do the edge of the tail here, the top of here. Cut away from our... Let's try cutting away from our fingers, you know? It's almost like I never went to Boy Scouts and learned that. Let's try not to make big, huge gouge marks either. I'm probably cutting off something that you actually need on this model. Am I? No, I'm not. Oh wait, I am. No, I'm not. Imagine I just cut off like half of its freaking mouth or something. Come on, get off there. Razor blade is telling you to get off there. There we go. You know, when you don't have tools, you just make do. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. That's what they always say, right? I'm going to try and improvise and adapt, overcome this freaking model, and get this sprue nice and cut up. It's so flat, it looks like crap. If I had my files, this would be going a lot differently, I tell you that. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, I got this piece up here. This is probably complete dog shit. This is probably looking like complete dog shit. Like, this stream is probably like, what are you doing, bro? I like, guys, I'll build some models, right? And then I'm like, oh wait, this is the biggest model in the set. That is not a sprue mark. Oh no, it is. Yeah, it definitely is. All right, let's try and have some grace when we cut this off. Let's do it in segments. What I'm doing is that sprue mark right there at the bottom, and it's like right near the mouth, and it'll look like crap if I do it wrong. Oh, I cut too deep. Oh Lord. Lord help me. Jesus. Oh, actually not bad. There's just a little bit of raised material left. They say, oh, I cut way too deep. Fuck. Whatever. That's fine. Alright, I got some more sprue marks here and on the back, on the other side of the back. And then I got another one of these to do. But, you know, I don't have the little nibs that I wanted. Oh, crap. So I got to do two. So I'm going to try and do this one and... Oh, God. Oh, Lord. This is going badly. This is going very badly. This is going badly. I'm trying my best here. I'm really trying. Everybody's going to be like, what the hell are you doing, bro? You're using a flat razor blade. I'm really cutting it. That's completely effed. Come on, just a little bit more. It's okay. This is my first model. It's my first build. I mean, it doesn't look too terrible. You know? Doesn't look awful. Doesn't look great, but it doesn't look awful. Let me open up the stream on this one so I can actually see what's going on. All right, we open. So I got these ones to do on the top. That's my next thing. What are you doing, bro? I'm just building my model, bro. Everything I see on Twitter, right, is like people crapping on each other's models, and I'm like, I thought this hobby was like, as long as you're building models, it's good. I'm like, oh, if my models turn out crap, I'm gonna have some guy on Twitter being like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Some guy on Twitter is gonna have my YouTube channel. He's gonna be like, dude, you are awful. All right, let's just cut this up a little bit. Try and like scrape that so it's just kind of flush, because I know these two pieces have to kind of sit together, so they have to mate, and I'm doing a pretty off. I mean honestly, you can't see. Not bad for my fingernail, like my fingers in a razor. Honestly, not terrible. Not terrible. I'm just trying to cut off these. I'm trying to make like little incisions and then just kind of grind it down, because I don't have my kit. Next time I do one of these, I'll find my kit, okay? I guarantee it. Gentlemen, I will find my kit and I'll do it properly next time. But for now, this is all I got. Is a finger, is like a razor blade that you use to cut stuff off of a car. And a pair of nibs that are way too big. I got those from Home Depot. I use them to cut copper wire in my walls. Oh, F. Okay. That's one done. It's one half of it done. I think it looks okay. I mean, I didn't have to do any of the molding, so it looks great. So then I need part 2, which is, I need 2 and 3. So 2 is this little guy right here in the middle. I need more light too. This is bad. 2 is literally tiny. 2 is literally this curved tongue piece right there. And I have to get that out with these honker nibs. Okay. Why is bro using a freaking giant Okay. This is going to be tough. This is going to be really difficult. I need to find my nib set. I don't know where it is. I bought expensive shit from my hobby store, and it's nowhere to be found. Alright, I'm going to try and do a surgical operation here. This is going to be quite something, because it's like dark and I can't really see. So we'll start over here. I want to try and box cutter this out. You know what I do have? I do have scissors on a little tiny Swiss Army knife. I might just go get those. I might go get those because it'll be a lot easier to get these out if I use those scissors. I have no idea where my stuff is. It's not down here. I don't know where it is. It's not in my garage. I looked in my garage. I freaking tore some stuff up. I looked in my garage and it was not there. So it's probably buried under like a mountain of other stuff. As things go, you know. I moved out of my old house and I bought my own house now. I'm trying to be as flush as possible with these. That's what they say, you want to be as flush as possible with the cuts. But it's really hard when you have nibs about the size of a freaking dreadnought going right into the sprue. It doesn't go very well. You don't get very nice flush cuts. You literally have to cut everything. I can't even get to that. Okay, careful with this one. Alright. Imagine if I was doing something more difficult, like Necrons. I'd be so screwed. I've seen the Necron nibs, the old ones. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna try and get this one free. Okay, we're getting there. That one's free. This one on the top's gonna give me some serious trouble. Okay, that one's free. And that one just pops off. Now, how am I gonna do the freaking tongue? How am I gonna do that tongue? That one's right there. Look how small it is. It's about the size of my eyeball. You know? Gosh. You know what I'm gonna do? I gotta try and do it this. This is awful. Never do this, guys. Okay. I can't even see, man. If I had my little nibs, this would be way easier. I'm gonna cut my effing hand open. Okay. Razor blade time. I'm just gonna use the razor blade on it. Try and get this thing off. Oh, it actually went. Nice. All right, now this is the hard part. It's the actual tongue part. I could like try and rip it off. Let's try and turn it and break the sprue. Nice! I got it. I got the tongue. Where was I talking about building miniatures? Yeah, so I did my Ultramarines first because I wanted Space Marines, but turns out they're kind of hard to do. This guy's gonna look like dog shit, but I mean that sprue mark, nobody's gonna notice that at all. And the only people who are gonna be playing this are me and my buddies, so nobody's really gonna care about how these models are finished. Okay, well I don't want to gouge that too much. Come on, bro. Come on, get off. want to get off, bro. I need like a big light. I need like a headlamp. Okay, that's one part of it off. So yeah, like I was saying, I've just never. The tabletop is like really hard apparently. My first tabletop game I played was a game that my cousin set up called it's called Blackout. BLKOUT Blackout. I had a lot of fun playing that, but it was like 2 hours, and I'm like, well, how long would a game of how long would a game of like Warhammer be? And he's like, yeah, it'd be like 4 hours, and I'm like, oof. 4 hours for a tabletop is like a lot for me. Alright, that looks kind of shitty, but it'll have to do. It'll have to do. We're almost, or well, not almost done actually. We're not almost done. Everybody's like, bro. I'm gonna leave this up on the channel, so because I apologize to everybody who did like the stream and everything, but I was just not paying attention. Idiot. Let's get this other sprue mark, this other cut mark off right here. Really carefully. Shit. Well, that's fine. Okay, I've understood. I found out new tech. If you just wiggle it, it just comes right off. And then just use the corner of the razor blade to just kind of cut the rest of it off. All right, this one right here, right on the front of it. That came off like crap. Ah, it's actually not bad. God willing, Emperor willing, these might actually not be terrible. Did I cut myself? I did. Things we do for love, am I right? I'm just kind of wiggling the razor blade on it. I have a Zacto knife, but it's with my freaking kit, and I don't know where that is. Yeah, I cut myself. Great. I don't want to do that, but it's what you. It's the only thing I could do. These sprue marks are gonna look like dog shit. It's gonna look. They're gonna look awful. I'm sorry if you can't really see nothing. I'm just cutting off the sprue marks off this guy, and that's really the only thing. That's about the only thing I can do without going crazy. All right, this will be an easy one right here. Yeah, cut right through it. I mean, if you have no money and you can't afford the nippers that they give you at the hobby store, this is a pretty good way of doing it, I guess. Just go into your dad's shed and grab all of his crap. I just totally cut a huge big gouge in this thing. Can you get can this come off without more? Come on. Come off without more. Oh my god. Okay, well it's got a battle wound. That's what we're gonna call this. Already mine. Oh my god, I'm making it worse. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. It's gonna look like that. Now I got one sprue mark, one thing to cut here, cut here, cut here. I got 3 more to do before we get this thing partially assembled, and then we move on to the legs. That's what we're gonna do. It's the way we're cutting it. This is way too deep. Oh, it's off. We're gonna try and do this little. Actually, not bad. Hey, on that edge right there, did a pretty good job. Nobody can see anything, bro. Okay, this one and this little edge here. I'll do this little edge here because it's the easiest. It just kind of press it off and then just kind of try and blend the edge, I guess. I don't know how my cousin does this for hours. He's big into Warhammer, and he does guard, and I'm like, bro. I like big things. I like big guys. It's easier to clean all the crap off of them than like little tiny guardsmen. I guess it's better to have a little bit of it left than to cut too much off, because you can always take off material. You can never add material though. That's what you always learn that's what you learn in like manufacturing, is that you can always add material, but you can never take off material. There's a giant sprue marker right here that I'm completely forgetting to take off. And it's right next to where it mates to something, which is great. Ow. That's a bleeder. Things we do for love, right, guys? Let's see somebody call me a fucking LARPer on Twitter now. Okay. Ow. So that one goes on this surface here, at the bottom here. Goes, kind of presses in like this, I guess. I don't know. 2 goes into... I'm holding it right, yeah. Oh, right here, I think. Nani? Second hole, this one right here. It's kind of supposed to press in. Okay. Oh, it goes in. There's the tongue in. Right here. And then these two halves go together. This. That's going to be a bastard to mate. There's our, that is a problem right there. Those two edges do not want to meet. I'll have to figure something out later. I still have some edges, like some sprue edges. Alright, that's good enough for now, I think. That looks pretty good to me. Oh, it hurt. Alright, next part is to do 5, 7, and 8. Which is from this, this thing here. This other, this whole thing. 5, 7, and 8. Here's 8. Here's 8. Do it from this side. Can't get that one. I'll have to do it on the bottom here. Which one was I doing? This one? Yeah. Oh, that was clean. That was clean. Honestly, I like doing this more. I just took a big gouge out of that. As I say, I like doing this more. I just took a big gouge out of this freaking thing. Be careful. That's another one done. I just took another big gouge out of it. Okay. I got hair all over myself. Here's one of the arms. Ow. What can... You know, this is difficult enough without me shedding all over myself again. Shedding. I didn't say anything else. Where is 5? I think this is 5 right here. 7. 7's right here. So I got these 2 to do. Actually, these might be cleaner than... I'm going to have to clean up a lot of sprue, but I'm going to have to clean up a lot of sprue anyways by doing this way. I'm going to have to clean up all of these markings anyway, so... Might as well do it cleanly. Oh my... Ow. Okay, that's another piece, and then 8, which I think is this one. I don't want to do this one. 5, yeah. Ow. I'm just making big gouges in my table here. Come on, go off. This is definitely not how you're supposed to do it, but I have no other choice, really. Actually, the sprue marks aren't terrible. Not bad, really. Trying to make this surface flush if I put it on there. Yeah, I can still feel it with my fingernail. Enjoy the sounds of the Omnicide. Please. Okay, that's good enough for me. That's what they would say, good enough for government work, really. Wow, actually, this is kind of good. This is kind of high tech. A little tiny razor blade like this, you really get exactly where you want it. This sprue mark right here needs to go. Okay, let's do the other side too. Make sure we get all the little nooks and crannies while we're doing this. There's that piece. Okay. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Okay. I'm trying to get these done so that I can actually paint them. You know, because apparently I need motivation to complete my... Oh my god, that's bleeding, bro. Oh well, I'll be okay. Try not to make any more fuck-ups. You can do a pretty good job just like making a little incision and then lifting up on it. I can just feel when I'm like getting an edge that I shouldn't be getting. Or really going too deep into it. I can really feel it. My tools. Judge me by my... Yeah. Get rid of that. There we go. That's clean. Okay. Judge me by the final product, please. Not the terrible ways that I'm doing it. It's a little... Oh, shoot. A little tiny gouge. Not a gouge, but there's a little tiny sprue left over here. I'm doing like the... I'm doing the equivalent of putting pineapple on pizza to model building, I guess, right now. Is what I'm doing. I need to find my nibs. I need to find on my nibs. I need to find everything. Because I don't know where any of that stuff is. Okay, these go onto this side. Big leg into big hole. Big leg and big hole. Medium leg into medium hole. And small leg into small hole. That's how it works. I was trying to put the wrong hole. I was trying to put it in the wrong hole. And that's the left side done. And then I think that looks okay. You know? I think that looks pretty good, actually, except for the giant, massive effing gap in the freaking head. It's probably a sprue. There's probably some sprue left. There's like a glue you can make with some sort of glue and leftover sprue, and it just kind of dissolves it, and then you can use it to kind of paint the lines in between. All right, now we have 9, 8, 6, and 4. So the rest of it, I think. 9, 6, and 4. Yeah, that's the rest of it. I like my method of cutting it with the bottle or the not the bottle opener. What am I talking about? I'm freaking losing my mind here. I like the method of using this because it leaves less marks for me to kind of like clean up. And you can just kind of press down on it and you get like kind of a clean thing get away. But you should not do this. You should not do this because you can end up cutting a ton of the you can end up cutting all of the sprue. You can just kind of end up cutting and gouging the model like really badly, like I'm probably doing right now. But I don't have any other choice right now, so I'm just doing it this way. I don't have nibs that work. Like, I have nibs that are way too big and that just end up probably doing more harm. Oh my god, this is going to be a hard cut right here. Come on. Oh, get in there. Don't you dare do that. You can go on the ground now that you decided that you were going to do that. Okay, this is a hard one. Because there's these two cuts right there, and they're really close together. Come on, focus. I don't think it's autofocusing. I'm gonna do it like that. And then this one, I just cut into it, whatever. Whatever. There's another piece. And then that one. That one. And that one. Alright, razor blade time. Oh my goodness. Doing this with a X-Acto knife is way easier. It's like way less of a pain in the bum. Because the X-Acto knife has like a little tiny edge that you can really get into the small areas and really get those done. And this one is not that. It's kind of like using a paintbrush that was made for painting walls to paint a Picasso basically. I like these little flat areas. That last little area there. A lot of times it matters which direction you come from because you can't really get all the sprue off if you come from the wrong direction. Shit. Razor blade down. Okay. Small little leg done. Now we got the big leg to do. And then after this, I gotta edit my Rogue Trader commentary and my Rogue Trader video. I've been kind of Warhammering on, you know? I've been kind of doing just Warhammer stuff. I do like other kind of sci-fi stuff, but honestly, like Destiny kind of sucks now. I mean, Destiny's dead. I mean, it's not dead as a game. It's just like dead. Like there's nothing coming later, so there's really no point playing the game. So it's like, do I want to spend time playing Destiny with a bunch of people that are like insane? Or do I want to like enjoy myself and play Rogue Trader and like not feel like I'm doing work? Like when a video game starts to feel like you're doing work and not actually having fun, that's the end of the video game for me. And Destiny started to feel more like work than fun at the end of the day. Like all the raids were okay, but like after like a while, I didn't really have any teams to do raids with, so it was just like, what the hell am I doing? I just didn't want to play the game anymore after that. But like with like Space Marine 2 and Rogue Trader and all those other games, like I can get off of work and have, you know, fun for 10-15 minutes and not feel like I've wasted an entire day playing video game. Because when you get older, you just realize like, oh, I got other stuff I gotta do. Especially when you have like a relationship and you've got a house and all kinds of other shit going on. It's like, do I want to play Destiny for 5 hours or do I want to just like relax? And realize like, oh man, I actually want to relax after a long week of working. So that's kind of why I fell out of love with Destiny, and then Star Wars has completely just lost its mind. Star Wars has kind of gone, it's just like, the universe doesn't matter anymore, like none of the stuff is really cool anymore. It's like full of weirdos. Like the people who really like Star Wars, like if you say that you're really into Star Wars anymore, they're like, what? I like The Mandalorian, I like the old stuff, like Clone Wars, you know? Okay, get in there. Let's not break this arm, please. That is... Okay, that's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to fit. No, not like that. Like that, maybe? I think so. But, yeah, it's just kind of like... well, that's not it. Okay, this... I'm pulling this guy out. I'm pulling this middle arm out. Oh, come on, Bish. Yeah. Okay. Wants to fit like that. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting when I try and put this thing on. It's supposed to kind of be like that, huh? Yep. That is a done deal right there. He's finished. That's one model. Where's the base? Right here. Okay. What the F? You press down there. And you go. Why don't you want to go in that hole? You're like literally made right there. Okay. One model down. We got one. We got one done. And he looks pretty good if you don't look at the giant, massive, gaping hole right that goes all the way up to where the mating surface is. But don't worry, that's good. We like that. So, that's one down. And if I remember, we got two more. So, if I guess if I get another like on the stream, I'll do another one. I got one more to do. Okay. Next one. Okay, this is all Ultramarines, which I already did, if I'm not mistaken. Let's do the Termagant, right? Okay, these are the more Ultramarines. I want to do the Von Gryan's Leapers, maybe, or what would be cool to do is the Tyranid Prime right there. Let's do the Tyranid Prime. I've been wanting to do that one. And he's in this little sprue packet right here. So I got 1, 5, 1 and 5? No. 4, 3, 1 and 5. So let's do it with 4, 3. And I've been doing it like this because I'm a I'm a barbarian. So never do it like this. Ever. Okay. It was 4-3. Alright. 4 is right here. It's these little wings right there. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. I don't have sprue packs or anything. So, or I don't have like my actual tools, so this is going to have to do. I'll do these until I'm out of them, and then maybe we'll go to the game store and buy more, I guess. Can feed my addiction. Feed my addiction to the plastic. Alright, let's not cut my finger off, please. I can cut a little bit of the skin off, just not my whole finger, please. Alright, that's a terrible sprue line. That is awful. I feel like I'm just I'm committing heresy right now. That's what I feel like. Right, that's really the best it's going to get without me really gouging the material. Yeah, that's the best it's going to get without me gouging the material. These parts are so tiny. I don't even know where the next sprue lines are because I cut them so cleanly. Okay. They're right here. There's very little sprue left the way I do it. This is hard as fuck. 4 and 3. Okay, 3 is the head, which is this guy right here. So you got sprue on the neck and sprue on the head. Actually, I can just pull this right off. Alright, let's clean this up real quick. And then the head right here. I love this soundtrack. Best thing about it, I'm not gonna get freaking copyright struck. At least I hope not. I always start every stream with Children of the Omnissiah, so this soundtrack is so good. I love Mechanicus 1, but people were talking shit about Mechanicus 2. They were saying it was bad, and I'm like, I don't know how you could F up Mechanicus 2, bro. They literally had the perfect game. There's literally how do you mess that up? Alright, it goes right on the back of its head. Like that. Okay. Tyranid Prime head done. There he is. Ah. I've cut up my finger a little bit. It's just like the skin's all kind of messed up. All right. What next? 1 and 5. 1 and 5. 1 and 5, which is I think the main body. No. Yeah. One. Main body is 1. So we got 1 on the back. We got 1 on the other back. Come on. Let's do this without... Okay, there we go. 1 on the belly. Let's give it a little bit more. And this one just pops right off. And on the tail. Okay. That makes it easy for us. Sometimes when you get enough of them off, they just kind of all pop off. That's good enough for me. Let's get this one on the belly real quick. Honestly, I think these Tyranids are easier than when I did the Ultramarines. I'm going to be honest. That's a big gouge right there. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna... These are a lot easier than the Ultramarines. Like, way easier. How long is this? It's 44 minutes already. Fuck. This is bad. I should have put the time away to do this. Nice. To do this on this live stream. Instead of wasting my time doing it right now, where I should be editing a video. It's okay. I can stay up. I'm gonna stay up pretty long tonight, I think. Go to work tomorrow. Kinda tired. Alright, ooh, use the halves of the torso to lock the head into place. So you kind of just like put this... Ooh. So there's the... go 1 and 5. Oh, wait, no. 2. I need 2 as well. I need 2 to kind of like put it all together, because 2 is like one side of the neck. Which 2 is, I think... Can't really... I can't see. I don't have a light, man. That's 5. That's 2 right there. 2's like the torso or something, I guess. This is actually really easy. Having a good time. Trouble is going to be the painting. Where's the other sprue mark I made? Right there. I can barely see it. It was so small. There's another one. Oh, right there. Found it. And do not recommend using just a razor blade. I do not recommend just doing it with a razor blade. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Okay, this one goes with what's our... Okay, the head goes like this, I think. Right? Does that look right? I don't think so. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be it. Maybe never. Oh shit! I can't take it out. Come on. There we go. So it doesn't go like this, does it? No, I don't think that. I don't think so. There's the rounded edge of the shoulder pad. There's like the rounded edge of the shoulder. And it just supposed to pop right in, so maybe I'm just doing a bad fitment of it. I think I'm just doing bad fitment. Okay. Oh! Nope, that's right. I got it. It's supposed to kind of like, it's supposed to kind of lock in with those shoulders. So there's that little piece here, this little edge. It's supposed to lock in with those shoulders. I totally scammed my audience today. I was like, hey, if you guys give me likes, I'll, if you guys give me, like... And I gotta get 5. If you guys, for every like, I'll build a model, and then I completely forgot. Like, the terrible person that I am. Heresy! Come on. Come on. Out. Get out of there. Get that dang worm off of there. Get that worm off of there. Alright. More sprue marks to clean up. With a tiny razor blade I used to cut, to clear stuff off of my car window. Yeah, that looks like crap. Every model builder on Twitter is gonna literally like raid my stuff and tell me I'm terrible at this. But you know what? It's all for the love of the game, boys. That's why we do it. Love Warhammer. All right, this one on the back too. I was talking about like Star Wars and then I completely lost track. But yeah, Star Wars just kind of, I don't know. I haven't watched The Mandalorian and Grogu and I kind of want to. I'm not going to lie. So this kind of locks in here. And then you're supposed to mate it. So this doesn't really fit. And then you're supposed to mate it with the other side of this. The other part of the shoulders. And it's supposed to kind of lock the head in place. Nice. Alright, shoulder pad going on. Oh! Now that's what I call fitment right there. I swear to God my Logitech is not autofocusing. Oh, I know why. For some reason my Logitech camera app is just completely shitting itself. Reading permissions? Okay, whatever, bro. There we go. That's him done. That's him almost done. Then I've got to put the legs on. Legs on time. which is 7 and 6. 6, 7. Nice, great. No Zoomers out there today? No want to say 6, 7? Oh, okay, that's just flat. Oh, popped out. I was so excited to get finally released from its prison. It popped right out. Oh, I might have done this wrong. No, I did not. For some reason, the Tyranid Prime has hooves, which I find kind of incredible. I'm not going to lie. I find that kind of interesting. Alright. Let's clean up the sprue mark on the shoulder here. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but I'm going to do it anyways. Nobody can see it. Especially this one, too. Right on the bottom where it clips into the base. Alright. This one, too. I gotta do the hoof. For some reason, it has hoofs. Never seen them have hoofs. Ow. Bro, the frickin' model. This little edge here is so sharp it actually poked me. Oh, wow. It's actually sharp enough to poke me. Be careful, model builders, when you're building your Tyranid, your winged Tyranid Prime models. You don't cut yourself on the frickin' hooves. It's got literal hoofs. Like some sort of, like, devilish animal. Alright, blending this thing here. Alright. The legs are ready to go on. Like so. Okay, where'd my model go? Where'd I put it? Right there. So the legs go on like so. Oh, that's not... Is that... Oh, no. Wrong side. Good job, me. It's got little haunches. Oh, it presses in really nice, actually. Here's the other one. Nobody can see nothing. Oh, I don't want to fucking... It's supposed to, like... There we go. Go in like that. There are the legs done. Little hoofs on it. Looking pretty good so far. And then it's got wings, and it's got those little sword guys. So I need 8 and 10, which is one side of it. So we're going to grab 8 and 10 real quick here. Eight. This is, I think this is actually 10. Actually, I'm gonna try and cut this first. I'm gonna try and cut these joints first, and then twist it off because I really don't want to mess with that joint there. All right, I'm gonna try and twist it off. There we go, perfect. We did it, team. We done did it. All right, I had to do. This is gonna be hard to do. Come on, get off. Ugh. Alright, the other one. Come on. I'm trying to flake off the sprue with my finger. I have sprue all over the place. I'm gonna be covered in it. No, I just cut so much off. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. I thought I was cutting way too much off. First model ever, I guess, you know? Well, not first. Oh, okay. Actually, that wasn't terrible. I didn't cut off way more than I needed to. I need one of those expensive cams that people have for building models. That's what I need. I need the auto-focusing, super expensive cam that only, like, really rich YouTubers can afford. Well, I guess I could afford it, but... probably default to my mortgage the next month. But it'd be a really fun month. Alright, nice. And there was one on the wing right there, right here. This is your treat for my 2 likes, I guess. That is so bad. There's just a giant... You can see it from outer space. There's a giant gouge right here. I don't know, it's not focusing. It just does not want to at all. Yeah, the wings are going to be awful. This one goes down and on the bottom one. That doesn't look right. That don't look right. Okay. And then 10, which I did not grab out of its little cage here. Its little prison. 10. Where's 10? 10's, I'm on the wrong side of it. 11, 10's right here. Alright. You're free. Act like it. Crap. Come on, bro. Damn you. Okay. His leg just came off. Okay. Great. Okay. This is the hardest part. Putting it in the right place. I think that's getting good. That's getting there, right? I think we're almost there. We just got to get the other two pieces out. And then we're there. And then it's just cleaning. I actually don't want to do that one. I gotta try and do it differently. Okay. Is that one free of its prison? Yes, it is. Okay, this one down here. This one down here. And then that one. Oh, I can just pull it off. I'm going to just do that then. For free. Alright. Let me check and see if we got any more left. Alright. Archive this. I'm going to archive this stream and probably post it on my channel. So that way people can actually just watch. I can just post it as a video instead of it being... Come on, get off. Okay. I've got like a little bit more to go until this guy's done. It was probably not a good idea to just pull it off the sprue, but I had to do it. I have no other way of clipping these on. I have no other way of doing it. So I'm just using this. I'm using a box, like basically a box cutter. I'm just cutting into it. Because I don't have my kit. I don't know where they're at. But honestly, it seems to be working okay. Not gonna lie, it seems to be working pretty effing good. Off there. You just gotta clean up the lines a little bit more and it looks fine. Is this new model building tech? I don't know. Did I discover new tech? Have all the greatest Warhammer model builders been completely I always see like stuff on Instagram and stuff, like people's crazy stuff, like the crazy kit bashing people do, and I'm like, man, I'll never do that. Impossible. Like people's crazy model builds where they do like the entire like melt-a-gun of like a Terminator and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's crazy. All right. Started from the bottom, now we here, basically. And then this one, he's kind of like... These are leapers. I don't want to do those. This one also is kind of like down, I guess. The last piece goes in. It's not going in. Alright, and then I need a double base. With these big guys, right? I think that looks about done. Right there, right? Oh, whoops. Wrong base. Right. Yeah, wrong base. I need kind of like the big double one. This one. Fuck. And he's done. Second model built. I think that looks pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. I think so. But again, you know, these are kind of a little bit much. So I got both of these done. I'm pretty proud of my basic ability to do these. But hey, what can you say? Alright, that's enough. Appreciate everybody for... I appreciate everybody on that stream for liking the video. I'll do more of these for every... I'll start next with like the Gene Stealers, I guess. So I'll do those next, and then we'll probably get the starter set done. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys.